Hi, today is September 11th, 2024, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1415 for the year, A Different Boat. I figured it was a long shot, but sometimes the ferries leave a little late, so I jogged to the terminal, but I didn't make it. I could see the gates close, and then the boat pulled away. I thought, fuck it, I'll take a bike to the office, but then I realized I didn't have my ID, which meant that getting into the office would take me an extra 15 minutes, so I was like, fuck it, I'll work remotely today. This was yesterday, forgetting that there were mandatory updates that needed to be installed on the office computer. After the updates, I called to have my computer turned on so I could log into it remotely, but after waiting 45 minutes for that to happen, I gave up and headed to the terminal again. Before I got on the boat, I took a picture of another boat pulling away from the dock, not a picture of the boat I actually missed, a different picture of a different boat. Poem number 1416, Let It Slide. An hour and a half after I got to the office, 2.5 hours after I called to have someone come into my office to turn on my computer, someone came into my office to turn on my computer. I told him I gave up and came into the office. He said, okay, no problem, and he started to leave as I was saying, well, it is a problem, but then he was gone. I could have made a call in the hopes of getting an apology, but I decided I didn't need an apology and I didn't want to get anyone in trouble, and my day, with its boring-ass commuting to work bullshit, had already been Dilberty enough, so I let it slide, sort of. I mean, I wrote this, so maybe I didn't completely let it slide. Poem number 1417, That Shit Turned. The first time he mentioned Springfield, Ohio in last night's debate, I was like, fuck me. The last song on my first record is about trying to get to Springfield. It's called That Old Dog. That's a funny coincidence. But then later, when he started talking about how they were eating dogs and cats and pets in Springfield, I was like, oh. I was like, no. I was like, that shit turned. Poem number 1418, Intentionally Omitted. I was looking at a contract yesterday, and when I got to section 27, there was no provision there. It just said intentionally omitted. And I was like, how do you like the balls on these guys? Too fucking lazy to renumber their form contracts, so if a provision has been negotiated away, they keep the number but omit the provision. Sometimes when I write poems, I might skip a number, but I think I've always caught it eventually. I might unintentionally omit a poem, but I would never do it intentionally. This is number 1418, and the next one will be 1419. It will not be intentionally omitted. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1419, Blow. Today's feel inadequate, so I feel inadequate. I'm so often inadequate, you'd think I'd be used to it by now. You'd think I would take it in stride. You'd think I would let that shit slide. But I keep thinking that maybe if I'm harder on myself, that eventually I will get better. And maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I will blow myself away. But today I just blow. I just fucking blow. Maybe later at my show I'll tell everybody how I fucking blow, but maybe nobody will show, or maybe if they do, they will go, because I fucking blow. I fucking blow. I don't actually think I fucking blow. Between you and me, I don't think I'm that fucking bad. Maybe I blow, but I don't blow chunks. I just blow. That's all. I just blow. Alright, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you. I do have a show tonight. Hope I don't blow.